Hello everybody, welcome back to the Swaledale Dry Stone Wall Group. We're in the village of Marske in Swaledale, and we're just starting quite a long stretch of a wall that's to rebuild, and we'll show you what we're going to be doing. So here we are, just outside the village of Marske in Swaledale, and that's a stretch of wall that I re-walled a couple of years ago, and the job is to carry on all the way down here, right away along down to that gateway down there. It's around about 40 metres, just over 40 metres. So we've got it all pulled down and raddled out, and all the fillers in separate heaps. Just makes the job a bit easier for when you're re-walling. As most of you are aware, we've had quite a prolonged dry spell this summer, and not that dry spells are a problem when you dry stone walling, because it's usually a lot better walling when it's dry than when it's wet. But one consequence of the dry spell is the ground is very, very dry and very hard. So all these ground stones, all these in the bottom of here, are fairly well in. They're quite big, some of them. They're going to take a bit of getting out. So I don't often do this, but I've enlisted a bit of help from a friend of mine who's going to help me out this morning, just to get all those ground stones out without too much hassle and too much sweat. And it's a very good friend, never complains, gets on with the job, and here she is. So I'm going to use this to help me get all those ground stones out, because yeah, it'll be a couple of days work on my own digging all those out, and a lot of sweat. So we'll get those out and have another look and see where we're at from there. After having a good clean out with the digger and getting all those big ground stones out at the bottom, we've got to start re-walling. We've put a red mark on the wall there just for measuring purposes, so we know where we've started from. Like I say, that was a stretch I did a couple of years ago, nicely wall top wired now, nice and stock proof. So we start there at that red line. We've got 2 or 3 stints done now. Generally pull down about 5 metres at a time, or re-wall 5 metres at a time, I should say. Just a little bit better on the mind if you haven't got all that to look at in one big go. So we're putting it up in stints like that. And this is where we are really at the moment, just a bit of a work in progress. Keep moving my frame along for my 5 metre sections. Get your line nice and straight, and I have a pink line on the bottom there. I don't know if you can just see it. That one there, that's my bottom line, to make sure we go in a straight line down to that gate post down there, just this side of the telegraph pole. The only problem with that is the rabbits keep chewing through it, so I have to keep tying it, retying it and tightening it up again. So we'll have another little peep once we get the top stones on. The stone in this part of the world, at Marske in North Yorkshire, is a bit varied. There's some sandstone, but it's predominantly hard limestone, which is a bit difficult to knock about. You just have to really wall it as you can. But there's, as you can see, there's a big line, plenty of through stones to tie the wall in, halfway up and then just near the top as well, and plenty of fillings, so we're not short of fillings. So we just wall away with what we have really, and try and make the best job of it. You just see there the section through the middle of the wall where you can see the through stones halfway up, tying it all together. Yep. So here we are now, approaching the last stint for this job. All the way up to here, just getting our lines and everything sorted out ready. A little bit of overgrown grass to dig out there, and we just need to go to there, and we're nearly done. And here we are, all finished the summer project wall. Just short of 45 metres. The stone did improve a little bit towards this end of the wall. There was some not very nice stone further up, but once we got to this end, we had a bit of nicer stone to work with, which is always nice, and one or two nice ones for the coin. So yeah, on and off project through the summer. All nicely done and finished, tidied up and ready for the customer to put a bit of wall top wire on it, stop the cows rubbing the top stones off. Yep, very good. And with that, it'll be on to the next job somewhere. Hope you've all enjoyed watching it. If you've watched on YouTube, give us a thumbs up. And like I say, just a big jigsaw puzzle really. See you in the next one.